Lynn, you have this dual role with specific responsibility for the Banqueting House, which perhaps we can talk a little bit about in a minute. But tell us about all those other magnificent names that are part of the group.
Well, the Historic Royal Palaces group, we aim to give something to everybody. So Banqueting House is big, can seat 400. We can do 10 at the Tower of London in one of the towers. So we can also do marquees at Hampton Court, which means that you can do 2,000 plus. So we've got something for everybody.
Banqueting House, Tower,
Hampton Court, Kensington, and Kew.
All those are under the same
all under
management,
the same management,
and all those have
banner.
Facilities for events.
They do. They do. Yes.
Very good. And has that group, as it were, has been in existence presumably for many years?
12 years. 12 years since 1998. And the Banqueting House was the first one to do hospitality, then Hampton Court, then the Tower, then Kensington, and then Kew. So we've gradually built onto the portfolio.
Let's look at the Banqueting House specifically. Now, most of us, all of us, will know that as the centre for many traditional events, constitutional events and so on. But tell us how it is available for corporate event organisers.
Yeah, when I first went there, you couldn't dance, you couldn't launch products, and you couldn't do private events. So what you did was corporate events. Yeah. Then first recession, which was some time ago, no business, corporates have gone. So we looked at dancing, and we looked at product launches. And then 4 years ago, we thought, well, there's all this money out there, all these weddings, all these fathers who want to get their daughters married. And so went to the board and said, please, silly, never had any trouble with a private event. And they said yes. So for significant anniversaries, we can do private events, and it is mainly weddings.
And has that meant any change or adjustment to the facilities there?
Not really, but it just means we work 7 days a week instead of 5. However, it has really saved our lives in all the palaces during the recession, this recent one, because, you know, people will always spend money on their daughters' weddings.
Banqueting House is then just one central space, or does it have versatility?
Two. There's the Undercroft where you can seat up to 150, but 400 can stand. Then there's the main hall where you can, for dancing 300, otherwise 400 people, and for a cocktail reception up to 600. And we've just got our wedding licence. So in July last year we had a wedding licence. We've so far done 4 weddings, which required, you know, a registrar to be present.
Paint a picture of that room, Reuben ceiling and so on.
Reuben ceiling, magnificent pillars, designed by Inigo Jones. Warm. When I went there in 1989, it was cold. Now it's got a lovely warm feeling because so many people have used it.
Do you target a particular sort of client? It sounds like you've really got quite a broad spectrum of them now. Yeah?
All sorts. Charities, corporate events, government events, diplomatic staff, weddings, you know, you name it. If it's doable, we'll do it.
Sounds like you're in a good position to respond to the recession.
Yes.
Did it affect you?
Oh, a little, not as much as some.
And how do you look to the future now? Positively?
Oh yeah, better. Yeah, you can tell from the forward bookings that life is much better.
Now you're part of the Westminster collection.
So I'm a founder member.
Are you really?
Yeah.
What does that do for the Banqueting House specifically?
Well, they work very hard on our behalf. We get lots of people who now go onto the website, and all the inquiries are passed on. Newsletters go out, things like a showcase 2 a year, and we don't have to do anything. Nothing. The chairman does it all.
Excellent. Thanks very much indeed.
Thank you.
Thank you.